What's up, guys? YGO Addict back at it again, showing off what I would call a new series. It's going to be a collection show off. Just going to show off some of my collection, set at a time, to make just keep it consistent instead of showing off many sets at once. But first, we have a piece of mail. I've already opened it because I'm an idiot and I didn't think to record. So I'm going to leave that face down so it doesn't reveal anything. We got Jiaotu, Darkness of the Yang Zing. This is one of the most expensive cards of the Yang Zing that I have seen, and it was probably the most expensive card in the new Challenger set that I was not able to get my hands on until recently. To read its effect, let's see here. I'm going to take it out of here so I can read it better. When this card you control is destroyed by battle or a card effect and sent to your graveyard, you can special summon one Yang Zing monster from your deck in attack position except for this monster. If you control no other monsters, you can send 2 Yang Zing cards from your hand to the graveyard and special summon one Yang Zing monster with 0 attack and one Yang Zing monster with 0 defense from your deck. So I'm sure with the Yang Zing cards, I'm not very aware of the archetype, but I'm sure with that as expensive as this card is, it's very crucial to a deck filled with them. So today we are going to show off this top set that you see up here. This was done in whiteout because that's the only material I had to put on a black paper, on a black background. The first set is LOB, Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. That is the first American set to be released, well, first set to be released in America and internationally outside of Japan. Released in 2002. I got an unlimited set, and I have a special surprise. I'm going to put that to the side. I actually have the original box. I got this box in 2000, I want to say about 2009, 2010, maybe 2008. And these cards are just copies that I have. In this box, I also have the Spell Ruler cards in here because I don't have a box for the Spell Ruler. The Spell Ruler packs came just in a manila envelope. But these right here are the original packs from this set that I kept for this for a purpose, just a collector's like little trinket. So this box was originally from 2002, and it says on the back, in ancient Egypt there existed a force so powerful it had to be locked away for millennia. Now one boy has released the power, it's time to duel. It tells you the rates at which you are going to get the cards, which is very interesting. They don't do that anymore. They really don't tell you the ratios of rarities anymore. But this box is a little beat up, as you can see the creases all along. This was stowed away in pretty much just a dresser drawer, and I decided to bring it out and stack it along with the other packs I've gotten. You see Exodia, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, just classic cards. I'm trying to keep this out. Thank you. So we're going to set that to the side. I don't know. I don't think that's worth much of anything. Oh, I'm going to put the commons or the copies back in there eventually later on. But now it is time to look through the collection. I'm only going to go through LOB, SHSP, and NECH, which are two very modern sets. I'm going to show those off later. So I'm hoping the camera angle is decent enough to where I can capture this. I'm just going to go through some of the more important cards that are really classic, cards that really had an effect on the anime and or just iconic, I guess you could say. Up here, of course, we have the Blue Eyes White Dragon, with the face of the pack and the name of the pack, pretty much. The Flame Swordsman, Dark Magician, Gaia the Fierce Knight, and Celtic Guardian. So in this first 9 cards, we have 5 very iconic cards. And there is a secret rare that comes before before the Blue Eyes White Dragon. That is the Trihorn Dragon. I have not acquired him. There are 143 cards in this set, I believe. But as of this point, I'm missing about 10 to 15, which is not horrible, but it's not great either, considering how far along I am with other packs. Oh, that guy's almost escaped. There's nothing really iconic in this part, just a lot of commons. At this point in the series, this was the first set released in internationally, so they kind of experimented. All fusion-type monsters had to be rare or above, which is very interesting. A lot of these cards weak, no longer really viable for anything anymore. They are not used. Spell cards, very basic, increases to attack and defense, very basic trap cards. As you can see, I'm missing some spells, possibly a trap here. I got Polymerization, that's super rare. Anything here that's really important? Beaver Warrior, we got Giant Soldier of Stone. I'm trying to keep this even. Spirit of the Harp. Continuing on, it's just a whole lot of nostalgia and not much else. These cards, granted, are unlimited. They're not first edition. If they were first edition, they would be worth, what I have now would probably be worth close to $1,000. But as they stand, it's probably worth about not even $200. I'd be lucky if I could get $200 for this. Mana New Bug. And then, ignore this. We have Pot of Greed, the Head of Exodia, and Gaia the Dragon Champion. Pretty much, I'm missing the 4 body parts of Exodia, Monster Reborn, and something else up here. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep going back, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and I'm missing the first secret rare, which is LOB000. That is 14 cards I am missing. I don't have any coming in the mail. I might pick up maybe a Monster Reborn, something along those lines. But it's just so cool to look at these cards, knowing that these were the first cards used in the game. The rules were still the same. I don't know if 8,000 life points, because that would have been a little ridiculous for as weak as some of these monsters are. I mean, back then, outside, I don't even think Gaia the Dragon Champion can beat it. No, 2,600. There was, at this point in the series, before Metal Raiders was released, only a few weeks or not even a month later, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, strongest monster there was. You could not top it. Fusion monsters, not even close. The closest thing was Gaia the Dragon Champion, maybe a combination of one of these spell cards with a monster. But I mean, you weren't gonna get close. Just a lot of nostalgia I wanted to share with you guys. It's cool just to see the art, just to imagine that these were the original designs. I mean, if you look at these designs, they're nothing special. It's very basic art, very cool art nonetheless, but very basic. And then you get to these cards with the preset backgrounds, just so much more detailed, so much more involved. I'm not going to show off this set, but I'm just giving you an example of how far away it is. So that's it for this one, guys. Next time we're going to do this, we're going to do the Metal Raiders set that I have, which is much closer to completion, and it is first edition. Thank you guys for watching. My name is YGO Addict, and I hope you join me for the next episode. See you then. Bye-bye.